Good night. So it's crazy how they can make movies like that, where in 1990, Tremors came out. The people that made Leprechaun obviously had to have seen Tremors, know something about it and how well it was made and stuff. And they still proceed to make what they made.
I don't think they were shooting for Tremors.
Oh, they definitely weren't trying to hit Tremors level.
No, we can't compete with them.
Yeah, we need to Google the budget for Tremors compared to the budget for Leprechaun and see.
Box Office Mojo will have it.
I know Tremors bombed at the box office, but then it became...
Did it?
Yeah, as far as box office, it lost money.
Hey.
But then it, through DVD sales and VHS sales and rentals and stuff, it was one of the most rented movies and always on TV. So
I was about to say it's on TV every time you turn around.
Yeah, so in the long run, it made tenfold, but it wouldn't. We wouldn't have 5 Tremors today based on the results of Tremors 1 in the box office. Just the way how Hollywood movies work now, because you don't have DVD sales, secondary sale royalties anymore. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. Coach, what's up, man? We're going to hit the links. Man. Did you see that course I sent you over there north of Dallas on the cliffs?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Hey, you let me know, man.
I have a feeling when you get there, it doesn't look nearly as nice. Because it looked beautiful in that video.
Anyway, Evan, say some stuff.
Yes. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Should I keep talking now?
3 ninjas.
Yeah, just try for 2 complete sentences for me.
It's too many fucking sentences. I can't count to 2. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I told you in the last podcast I can't read.
You read? Bunch of bullshit.
All these words.
Some kind of a nerd or something.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm hoping that the laptop doesn't pick up my stomach. Maybe shady Mexican restaurant today.
Oh, boy.
I got some graboids in me.
Feeling the Tremors.
Oh, boy.
They got me.
Speaking of Tremors, I'm trimming over our first panty sniffer here. Mock. Couldn't make it for the podcast, but...
Mocky.
Here we are.
Mock.
Us 4 and the panty sniffer. We'll see what's going on with this rig.
1990. Not believing that.
When the movie came out?
Yeah. Came out in 1990.
Hell of a year, man.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I would almost be willing to bet they couldn't remake this movie now. Make it quarter as good as this one.
Apparently, I didn't see it, but the most recent one was apparently a big pile of dog shit.
Probably the most unsurprising thing.
I think the only other one that I've seen that wasn't this one was the one where they grow legs. Yeah. And then they're just walking around and shit.
And they kind of look like ostriches and shit. I remember that.
Are we starting already? Because we're
starting.
Well, all right. Let's get into it. Okay. You can find feature presentations on YouTube and wherever you listen to podcasts. As for today's movie, you can find it on Plex on a smart TV, rent it like we did, or at the bottom of a bin near your Walmart's checkout.
Should be at the top.
Mm-hmm. And now, your feature presentation on Tremors. And I thought I'd change it up a little bit today, or this go around, because there might actually be somebody that listens to this podcast and never watched Tremors.
You said it's your mom this time? Is your mom going to check it out this time?
I mean, I'm sure anybody that's going to check in on this has probably already seen the movie. But just in case, we should probably start just telling what the movie is. Instead of jumping on into the best.
But to enjoy it, if you see the movie, it probably will make this episode a lot more enjoyable. But
yeah. You should just see this movie anyway. This should be they should play this in schools.
We're not trying to sell you anything. Do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tremors came out in 1990. It stars, let's see, Kevin Bacon, of all people. He's in everything, right? He plays the lead, Val, and Fred Ward, R.I.P., God rest his soul, plays Earl. And who cares about the other people? We'll find out as we go.
I mean, Reba McEntire, come on.
Reba, come on. She was like...
You got Reba.
It was Garth Brooks and Reba, like the top two.
They were the ones.
They were the ones.
She was fancy.
Just like top two in country during 1990. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus hadn't had his hit yet, so
really,
Reba and Garth, yeah.
Oh man,
the only other one I can think of is Michael Gross of Family Ties.
Gross from Family Ties, yeah, the dad from Family Ties, and again, the grandpa from Three Ninjas, like I said.
Yeah.
Michael Gross actually, little trivia, wrapped up Family Ties literally like the weekend before he started working on this movie. He finished off Family Ties and came straight to set and started shooting all his crap on Tremors.
Nice.
Developed the character Bert on the spot.
On the spot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we'll get into that, but he's probably the best character. He's I thought he was great. Probably having the best day of his life, too. We'll get into it later.
Oh, yeah, I would love to one day watch a documentary, just get the opinion of these people, or just see if they gave any insight of what they thought of this movie when it started being made. Because you never know if you're making a hit movie or a pile of garbage, and you might feel like you're making a pile of garbage, and it turns out to be the best character you ever made or performed, you know?
I mean, this just feels all the way through. Like, when it first came out, I'm sure it was just everybody knew. This is one of those cult classic movies. It's not for everybody, but the people that get it are going to love it.
Yeah. But we were talking earlier before you got on that it actually bombed at the box office, but...
Did it?
Yeah, it didn't do too good at the box office, but on DVD rentals and all that stuff, and TV spots, it made well into profit margins to be one of the most successful movies of the era.
They just weren't ready for it. 1990, they weren't ready for this.
Ahead of its time. You're watching a 1999 movie in 1990. That's how great this movie is. This is kind of getting into the what it means to me territory about this, but that's kind of why I picked this movie, man. This was the movie for me when I was a kid. I rented this every other weekend and watched it. I could have just bought it, I guess, but probably spent $1 billion renting this movie and over again. Anytime I have a friend spend the night, we watch Tremors because I liked how it made my stupid friends scared and my cool friends laugh. Nice.
Created a whole pecking order of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought this movie on every format it ever came out on. And then I was like looking, I don't know where I put the DVD player, but I got it on DVD, Blu-ray, VHS.
Digital's the last one, huh?
Yeah,
the last frontier.
And lo and behold, today I bought it on digital, so I got it all.
Check all the boxes.
Till they're able to beam it directly into your eyeballs. It's coming.
Just Neuralink, have it playing. On repeat in your head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but, alright, so, Evan, that's why this movie's so fond to you is, your childhood and renting it and watching it with your friends. What about, Coach?
Dude, this is like up there with Jaws, the iconic. This is like you see that poster, and the monster in the movie looks nothing like the poster monster. Like,
oh no,
yeah, but you see that.
Nobody will notice.
I can just like visually, I can smell the popcorn. I can smell like the plastic in Blockbuster walking through. You see that poster or that video case and you're like, I gotta rent that. That's where I'm watching tonight. But I think the thing I remember from my childhood from this is just the effects and just how
Yeah.
Like the puppetry, the effects, and it was actually pretty scary. Like growing up, like I put it in my notes. Like one of the best things for me is probably the first real like death like kind of slasher movie death scene is when the doctor gets sucked into the ground and the wife her acting is on par. He's knocking it out of the park, and she tries to get away and she jumps into the car, and it's just like, oh, this is intense. Yeah. And I was watching, I was like, man, this still holds up even like 2024. I was like, this is amazing. So
for sure.
That one scene scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
You compare it to, like, we just watched Leprechaun, and all the deaths in that movie were corny as shit. But this one, like, it was good.
It was good. Kept you on your toes. And this was like 2-3 years prior to the Leprechaun. So it's like,
yeah, I wish the Leprechaun people had watched this movie and took notes. This is how you make a monster movie.
This is how you, suspense.
You have the Leprechaun come out of the ground and get him.
Yeah.
All right, PJ. What about you, man? Did you watch this movie as a kid?
I watched it a few times, and I was talking to Coach about it before. I was like, I do not remember it being this good or this like entertaining, but I liked the movie. There was never a point in my life where I didn't. But yeah, I mean, I watched it this time, and I was legit on the edge of my seat. Like, are they really going to make it at us? And I completely forgot who dies and who lives throughout the movie. So there were a few characters that I wasn't ready to say bye to. But
yeah, no, this was like something I was going to get into when we start talking about like the question and everything. So I'll save it for that, but I'll bring it back. Let's get into the best, starting with Evan. Best thing of the movie. It could be a scene, just anything.
Man, there's just so much though. There's so many things. Like I love the whole movie is excellent, but like I love one of the things that has stuck with me my whole life is that scene where they're running through the desert and the fence posts are going down like one by one behind them. My whole life, I've never forgotten that scene. But I also just really like at the end when the Tremor runs through the wall or runs through that cliff and then hits the ground. It's just a big balloon full of orange goo. I think that's awesome. They don't make movies like that anymore. Yeah. I love it. And the whole thing's great. The whole thing is great.
Giant water balloon full of ragu.
Yeah.
Porn.
Yeah, the way they did the blood in this movie, I kept was hoping. Granted, the townsfolk aren't too educational on it. They keep asking the college student for answers, but I was hoping they would mention why the blood looked the way it did and stuff, because it straight up looked like spaghetti-o sauce.
It was bright orange, and it's weird.
Yeah. I'm 100% sure that one of the construction workers that were killed, that was ketchup. The blood was ketchup.
Oh yeah, the blood in this, as well as it was made, it was definitely that old school, like 70s, 80s horror flick blood. That's just like that.
I'd have dipped a French fry in it for sure.
Like you get that on your clothes, it's not coming out. Dipped a French fry in it. This movie's now sponsored by Heinz ketchup. What about you, Coach? Favorite?
Other than the death scene of the death sequence of Doc, I thought Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward's chemistry throughout the whole movie was just like Butch and Sundance, man. The way they played off of each other, their banter back and forth. I loved the whole gimmick of the rock, paper, scissors the whole time, just to see who does what. The old guy, and like, I kind of wanted a prequel. Like, how did these two guys meet up? Like, they gotta have like warrants. That's gonna be in my question and everything. So I'll save that. Save that one, man. Save that one, because like, where did all these people? That's definitely my question and everything. But yeah, I just like Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward, like top notch.
Yeah, ultimate buddies. All right, what about you, PJ?
Dude, watching it now, like I just love like some of the small details that they carried out throughout the movie, kind of what he was talking about with the ties, but also like I guess when they originally get caught, like the truck does, the Jeep Gladiator, and they rip one of the heads out. The very last Tremor they were going to kill is missing one of the heads. So you know it's like the last one. So it's kind of cool how they tied a lot of things together where it feels like not a very serious movie, but they paid attention to detail a little bit, I think.
Oh yeah, they definitely paid attention to detail. You could tell that from the creation of the script all the way to all through production and everything. Like it was, even though it's a silly monster movie, is well crafted and just excellent execution on it.
It's made with love.
Exactly. You could tell. Yeah. In which I guess, Coach, you said your favorite part was the Doc and his wife, their death scene and stuff. That was actually mine just because of how masterfully crafted it was. Let me see what I wrote down. I'll do a second one afterwards so we don't have the same one. But yeah, I wrote the old couple building a dream home and gets grabbed.
Gotta take out the generator first.
Yeah, you got your classic. It's like a classic horror movie scene, and like after the husband's gone and the wife freaks out, and out of all the things she can do, she jumps in the freaking station wagon. Like, you know, pick the worst spot to hide. It didn't work out, but when the car's getting sucked into the ground. It's Tanya Tucker's It's a Cowboy Lovin' Night comes on the radio. Like that, the radio song hits at the right time all the way to where the car's like sucked down and it has the two, beams of light up in the sky and one goes out and then the next one. And then you hear.
It was awesome stagecraft.
Yeah. It's great stagecraft. And, you hear, like this, what could sound like a howling sound, but you can't really tell if it was the creature that made it or maybe the car imploding. We don't know what the strange sound came from. So I was like looking this up. I was like, these guys know what they're doing. Let me learn a little something about them. That scene's actually a homage to The Howling, the 1981 werewolf horror movie.
Oh, okay.
And little thing to let you know about it is there's a smiley face sticker next to the license plate, and if you watch The Howling, you'll notice that in the movie. And that's why it has that little kind of howling sound at the end of the scene. But
nice little nugget.
Yeah, a little nugget. Yeah. I was like, I want to read up about these since it's so well done. So like, since we both like that, I also like kind of the running gag thing of Earl getting spooked real easy. From the get-go, like he's asleep and the stampede joke, and at one point, like his leg falls in a prairie hole after they know that they come from holes in the ground and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, he got me!" Like he's freaking out, and like all these running gags of Earl, I'm like, this dude's not gonna make it through the movie.
You would have thought.
Yeah, first time watching, you're just like, no way is Earl gonna make it. And we'll get into some more of the other ones further. I wrote a bunch of other best stuff because this thing's like a just fantastic movie, but we'll let y'all talk a little bit.
Just an awesome movie. I did one thing to Tiki's point about the rock, paper, scissors being out the whole thing. The only thing that bothered me about that is that Kevin Bacon throws paper weird. He does it in a weird way. If you throw paper, right? That's how you throw paper. This is how Kevin Bacon throws paper. What is that?
It's karate chop.
It's ridiculous. I didn't like when I first saw it and when I was watching it earlier. I was like, what the hell are they doing? Oh, that's rock, paper. I thought they was like throwing number 5. It was just like, that's not paper, Kevin. Get it together. How did you not have a second take on that? It's crazy.
Everybody knows it.
Paper.
It goes over the rock.
Rock, paper, scissors. That's how it goes.
Just pretend like there's a rock and you're putting the paper over it, and you'll figure it out.
Yeah. This is the best part for people that listen to this podcast instead of watching the footage, because they're not going to have any idea what the fuck we're talking about.
So I guess since we both picked the Doc and his wife dying scene, my favorite backup scene is the whole neighborhood attack when they're finally, that whole sequence, and they're having to stand on top of the buildings and make these sounds. And you notice that the graboids, the actual Tremor monsters, they're adapting and learning as they're going along, as they encounter these humans more. Mm-hmm. And, they're like messing with the building. They're like, what are they doing? Well, they're figuring it out.
They're taking out the foundation.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe nobody picked the sprinting to the bulldozer. That, man.
Yeah.
That scene was intense.
That was a good scene.
Oh, yeah, when they decide to grab a hold of it to escape the town.
Yeah.
And he's like stopped.
gives Earl the old elbow, the old hitch and go.
It was I know. Were you talking about like so like when the town was under attack and they send
he elbows Earl and then jumps off the roof
because they do the rock paper scissors, see who's gonna do the running because they argue and their banter, and then Fred Ward wins, but gives him a little nudge in the ribs because he's old, I guess.
Take that, old man,
because he's an ass. Yeah. I like it when he's almost made it all the way to the tractor or whatever, and Tremors got him dead to rights, filling around, not gonna make it.
You gotta stop.
Old Rhonda, the smart girl from college. She's a girl. But she figures out, like, I'm just gonna kick this water pipe and really fuck some shit up.
Dude, speaking of Rhonda, is this a completely different movie or a different Tremor? Was she not a Playboy model or something, and they alluded to her being hot or something like that?
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
it's not ringing a bell.
This has to be a different movie then. Yeah, I swear it was this one, and I was waiting for it to happen. She was like on a poster or something. But I don't know. Maybe it's a different movie, completely different movie.
Yeah, maybe I think you're just dreaming, man.
I'm dreaming it.
I think he has a thing for Finn Carter.
Yeah.
Seeing that hairy leg just got me going.
Yeah.
Right. Let me check her IMDb real quick, but I feel like she didn't do anything but a bunch of Tremor movies.
Did she do more?
She's in like Tremor 3.
Oh. The first thing that comes up looks like a mugshot.
Yeah, she spent a little too much time in the desert. If you
can't get the picture to look good, but there it is. Fucking mugshot. What did she do?
Kevin Bacon changed her life, man. Her trajectory.
Yeah, she had an episode in a TV series called Nasty Boys.
Why
a lot of TV stuff. China Beach was pretty good. I'll hunt that one down.
She's from Greenville.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. About that. Yeah. Legal matters. In July 2019, Carter was arrested and booked on 1 count possession of a stolen vehicle and 14 counts of stolen credit cards.
Damn.
What?
Man.
Damn, Finn.
She fell off, huh? That Tremors money doesn't last forever.
She needs a documentary.
She owed Walter some money.
Yeah.
She took too many pictures with the monster snake.
This movie was supposed to make her big.
Yeah, it didn't.
Didn't happen.
She's kind of like a Kmart ass Jennifer Grey though. Like she's got that look about her.
Yeah,
we talking about file for bankruptcy Kmart, not prom time,
like off-brand. Yeah. I was gonna say like a off-brand Julie Warner.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not as
well. Since we're talking about it, let's get on into the worst. Evan, the worst of the movie.
Oh, no. The worst part of the movie is probably that fucking kid, Melvin. I remember thinking he was cool when I was a kid. I thought he was funny, but like watching it earlier, I was like, man, fuck this kid. Why don't the graboids get him? Fuck him.
Yeah, when they gave him the empty gun near the end.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty hilarious.
One of these days, somebody's going to kick your ass. I was like, he's a guy on the list. I didn't think he was going to make it. I was, if I could go back and rewrite this thing, when he tried to shoot it with the empty gun, it just ends up killing him.
It's the way it should have gone. And Bert's just like,
I'm just so glad that Earl didn't die trying to save Melvin or something stupid like that.
Something
Right.
stupid like that.
I've seen that.
Well, on this watch, I finally, like, I guess, put 2 and 2 together that I guess the one guy who died, he was on the trailer, was either related to Melvin or his dad, his uncle.
That's my biggest question with the whole thing is like, so who are these kids' parents? There's Melvin, he's just kind of around.
Nobody's age lines
right.
up.
Yeah, there's the little girl and her mom, but whose baby is who made that little girl with the mama there? Is that whose kid?
I'm guessing Earl. If I have to guess, I'm saying Earl.
It was Earl.
Yeah,
could be.
There's only in the town of Perfection. There's only 14 people. In the whole population of 14.
I feel like that's not enough people for a town. I don't think you could be called a town at 14. I think you need at least 50.
That mom had a one night stand with Edgar.
Yeah.
I'm drunk. What's the dude's name? Nestor,
who looked very creepy and is not in a lot of scenes.
Eyebrows. Had no eyebrows.
He was a strange looking fella.
Yeah, the one that got eaten, right?
Yeah,
he was in the fire.
That was Melvin's dad, right?
That's what I was saying. I was like, because Melvin took that death
very hard,
very hard. So I was thinking, is that his dad? Is that his uncle? Is that some relation?
Or it was the first murder he's ever seen.
I guess so. Because he wasn't in the building when Chang was off.
Yeah, the assassination of Walter Chang. He missed that. I take it as the mom has the daughter, and I thought Melvin was her kid too, but she's like a single mom that's moved to what's this thing? Pleasant? What's the name of the town?
Perfection.
Yeah, all these people have moved into Perfection. Nobody like lived their lives here, and so the deadbeat dad is out being a panty sniffer, I guess.
Is it a real town? Did anybody look that up? Does Perfection, Nevada actually exist?
I'd like to think it does.
I think it is.
Yeah. Anybody going to Google it?
It's not, but I say it's real to me, damn it.
Yeah, it's very real to me.
It's not on the map. There's only 14 people who live there.
Yeah.
I wonder if the set's still there.
That'd be awesome.
Could be.
Yeah, that'd be a travel destination. All right,
this is the kind of movie that would make like an awesome Universal Studios, like one of those interactive things that they used to do.
That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
I wrote that down. I was like, did they not make this into a theme park ride or something like that?
They should have, if not.
Yeah, they missed a big opportunity. Never
You're just walking around, you just see the dirt, just does that little prairie dog, little wave thing.
Yeah.
Got a couple of those going.
All right,
love that.
Coach, worst of the movie.
Worst of the movie, I guess the old. I love Ariana Richards. She, the girl who plays Mindy, but it's just like we gotta throw a kid in there just to have some suspense. I don't know.
It feels like a strong emotion for a person I've never heard of. Who is Ariana Richards?
She's Jurassic Park. Yeah, Jurassic Park.
Oh, that's the same girl?
Same girl. Yeah.
I did not put that together.
These movies aren't as far apart as you think either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But,
I never put that together.
No real lines. Yeah. A pogo stick again. Second movie in a row with a pogo stick. And where she's just hopping around, just oblivious, just working on her pogo stick, and
buildings are falling, people are dying.
Yeah,
she's
people are getting
around
murdered.
with a pogo stick.
Well, she has headphones on.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's right.
No telling how loud she's blasting.
They explain this with the headphones.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of grasping at straws because I really didn't find anything. Even the acting's actually pretty decent for a 1990s movie. So, no offense, Mindy, but yeah. I just had to pick a scapegoat, so that's
sometimes you gotta pick it. I mean, I wrote as a gag, the worst thing about this movie is that it had to end. But,
yeah, pretty much.
I know I just said it a minute ago. I don't even remember what I picked, but I already disagree with myself. This movie is perfect.
Melvin. Melvin being a dipshit.
Yeah.
All right. PJ, worst Worst
I got a nitpick at this point because I was gonna say what Evan said. The Melvin character was begging for a Corey to play that part. Just begging for a Corey.
A Corey, that would have been awesome.
But yeah, so that didn't happen. But that's again nitpicking. One thing that I did notice, and it was right off the bat, and it was before I knew I was gonna like the movie so much. These two are like handymen around town. Mm-hmm. Kevin Bacon's hammer work on that little nail at the top of the fence. I was like, this movie's it's not gonna be any good. I didn't think. So I was like, that was terrible, man. Go back and watch it.
No,
10 swings minimum to finally hit that nail, and I was like, bro, you are not kidding anybody.
That was my first note. Kevin Bacon can't hammer for shit.
Because right out the gate. I mean, yeah. Never swung one in his life.
If his character's to be a lousy handyman, he nailed it.
Yeah.
Unintended.
Dropped out of high school and didn't learn how to hammer a nail. So.
But he learned the word smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
Which, anyway, my worst of the movie is Reba plays Rhonda when they're. Let me look where I wrote it down.
I thought it was Heather.
She plays Heather. My bad. She plays Heather. What's his name?
Gummer.
Bert's wife. Well, she plays one hell of a wife, but
she's supportive.
So it's not Heather that I'm mad at. It's Reba herself. She's in the shootout in Bert's bunker. What she does calls for the magazine, kind of like she's just out of place with guns. She's like magazine, and then when she's double fisting the pistols, and she's like the face she has just all scrunched up. I wish they could have gave her some gun training or give her a little more comfortable with guns if she's going to play a gun nut. But then I guess she could just be the wife of a gun nut. And
Reba, you have to get an NRA license. Like you have to become part of the NRA.
And then at some point it gets so bad, all she does is just stand there and cover her ears. I hate guns. And then that face she makes at the end of it. But I did want to transition that into the first question to everything is, how horny did Heather get at the end of that gunfight when they unloaded all those guns?
I'm saying, man, that's what I was talking about. Like, absolutely the best day of a doomsday prepper's life is to be in your bunker just unloading on a monster that's busted through the wall. That's gotta be fucking Christmas, you know?
So you broke into the wrong fucking rec room.
Dude, when it pans, it goes from one side of the room and it pans and you see the wall of guns. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
But I mean,
elephant gun, hell yeah.
Elephant gun.
The elephant gun. That's what really gets her. That's what really gets her going is elephant gun. Gets Heather going real good. But I mean, she looked like she was about to strip Bert down and do him right then and there after that one.
If this movie had a sex scene, that's where you would have put it in there, right there.
Right.
Squeezed it in right there.
Squeezed it in right there.
Yeah.
Slow the music down. Just get it real soft focus in that joint.
Dude, did you hear Reba McEntire gets naked in this movie called Tremors?
Hey, man. I'd be like Miles. I would have bought every copy I could have found if that was the case.
Oh,
Reba
yeah.
McEntire, she does it for me.
If
got a thing for redheads.
Reba went, well, I mean, it's just Reba. You put Reba in any kind of color hair. And,
fucking Reba, man. I
mean, she could be in dreadlocks and still.
Lord of mercy, she's 82 years old right now. I'd still go calling. I don't know how old she is. I made that up.
It lines up.
Yeah, it lines up pretty good. But yeah, man. All right, who else got?
She's
PJ.
69. Hell yeah.
It's 69. PJ.
Are we on question everything?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, question everything. What you got?
What kind of questions you got?
So they build these bombs and they got to lasso them out there. So this is like little Nate bombs that they're trying to throw after these things. The lasso is really the best technique that they could come up with to get him out there. Like it seemed pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
And I would think that Bert would have probably stopped that, being the prepper and specialist that he is.
Yeah.
Nobody looked
I'm
like
just
they
saying,
had
my question is, that was the most efficient way to throw that bomb out there.
I think you could have done it, old Private Ryan. Just
Underhanded.
Heave it, yeah. Heave it out there.
Yeah, it didn't go that far doing the lasso technique either,
but he's just wheeling a bomb around everybody that's on the rock.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Bomb slips out and just lands between all of them. Oh, shit.
It's the rock and it busts open.
It's kind of that same scene is going to be, I guess, what I have for question everything, because when he spits the bomb back out at him and they all like dive and try to hide from it, how the fuck did Val and Earl and the scientist lady, how did they get so far away from the rocks? Like,
yeah, everybody else got on the rock.
Running. Everybody was on the rocks, yeah, but those three were, a quarter mile away. How did that happen?
Yeah, that was a good one. I guess the blast radius like sent them flying.
The mushroom cloud.
I was disappointed. All right, so like the little PVC pipe thing fell on the bag of them, of course, because that's what happens anytime you put pipe bombs in a bag in a movie.
Throw the Tremors.
Yeah.
I also feel like that definitely would have killed everybody near
that. Yeah, well, I think it just obliterate the rock. The explosion itself was really weak. I was expecting something a bit more spectacular.
Then credits. Arms flying, Bert's Atlanta Hawks hat flying in there.
Flutters down.
And then credits.
The Crabloids win.
A few weeks later, you get, because like the only reason they'd even want to go to that town is from the missing road workers.
Yeah.
And, where'd everybody go?
Yeah, cops rolled up on exploded rock and body parts. Yeah. It was like, what the hell happened here?
What happened here?
He gets grabbed and like Tremors 2 next summer.
Yeah, there you go.
If
the movie was made, like if we were making the movie now, that's how it would end.
That'd be hilarious.
I have a feeling someone was raped and murdered here.
Oh no!
You're walking around my crime scene.
Somehow Reba did make it, and she's just talking about how Bert, you know how he said, if it comes down to starvation, I'm just gonna walk out there and let them take me and blow them off.
Let them take me.
She's just still bitching about Bert.
That's how they should have did it. I think my question, everything, I guess the geography of the town, because the rock slide happens and that blocks the only road out of town, apparently.
Yep. Well, it's shaped like a smorgasbord.
Yeah. But earlier, when like Val and Earl are right before the old man is stuck up in the power lines, it looks like it's wide open roads, as flat as like,
you actually see a road behind him with cars.
Right. I was like, wait.
What terrain were they taking those horses across that they couldn't also take a truck through to get around whatever it is? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
You mean
I feel that.
Perfection is like smack dab in the middle of a, I guess, coliseum of mountains, so you can't get out. Yeah, that's
nothing.
Yeah, no, I don't think that
one
exists.
road.
Yeah.
The Graboids knew exactly where the road was to be able to dig out
the trench
where the thing was going.
Well, yeah, that was the whole thing. Is so it was like, I guess a horseshoe of a valley or whatever, and they couldn't escape the Graboids taking the scenic route. And they were going to go take the old Jeep trail. I had to rewatch that one a few times because I was just like,
they got to get to Bigsby.
Jeep? An old Jeep trail? I was
Bigsby.
like, not a goat trail or something that like, but a trail that if a Jeep can go up it, why can't other vehicles?
Yeah, like Bert's car was just a Bronco. Why was it so much better
why couldn't the Bronco
than
make
just one of those other trucks?
Somehow they were going to make it in a Caterpillar tractor.
You're right.
Which, no way that tractor starts when Kevin Bacon runs to it. Yeah.
Nah,
the tractor's probably been sitting out there for 3 years. Gas is probably all evaporated by now.
Been dead.
No, he was using it earlier in the movie to move the trash.
He was?
Huh, I guess
so. It was trash day, like right before they go and fix Melvin's shitter. Start spraying all over him.
You got to plan ahead on that kind of stuff.
Well, shit.
I think it was what they were using.
I thought they were using like a tanker or something like that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be talking
suck
bullshit.
The shit out of the RV septic tank.
I don't know. $50 is $50. That's what I say.
$50.
But thank goodness they did kill the graboids, because if they stuck to their escape plan, I think they really would have starved to death.
There was something weird when they blew the one of them up. They blew up one of those graboids and it like zooms in on it, all exploded on the ground. Did you guys see there were like these clear bubbles that were in it? I was like, I was thinking that those were like those eggs. What is that? Are they alluding to something? But they weren't. They were just in there.
What if it was the eggs? Because I mean, they
they made 6 more of these movies.
6 more of these damn movies.
The plot thickens.
Just a giant petri dish of just who knows what. Salicylic acid. All right, I gotta question everything. So you telling me the mom paid $3 for her kids to take pictures with the snake monster?
Yeah. And also Earl and Val were sitting there like, Walter's gonna make $1 million off of this. Like, dude, there's 11 other people in this town. He's going to make $33 at most. That's what he's making.
Eventually, the tourism. Oh, yeah. That goes back to like when they killed the first one. They're like, their thought is, we're going to go sell it to Walter.
Yeah.
For a hell of a lot more than $15.
Yeah.
But my question, everything with that is like, so I guess the mom and her 2 kids, or if they're both her kids or not, I don't know. But I guess they're the rich people in town, as far as that goes, because they're paying Earl and Val $50 to pump their shit. She's just blowing $6 on taking pictures with the snake monster, and she like offered free beer and a ton of money for Val and Earl to stay.
It's true. She's the artist or something. What was she building a kiln for? I forgot why.
Yeah, I don't
making pottery or some shit.
Yeah.
Who cares? Side characters. Who needs them?
Yeah, right.
That goes piggyback on what I said earlier. Why are these people living in perfection? I get Bert and Heather. They want to get off the grid. They're like, I guess conspiracy, like the government's out to get us, tinfoil hat people. Why is like Chang there? Why is this single mother with her daughter? You're gonna raise her yourself out in the middle of nowhere. Like Earl and Val, like are they got a past? Are they convicted felons? Are they wanted for murder? Like, I want to know a little bit more about these 14 people out in the middle of this bumfuck nowhere.
And the infrastructure of that town did not make sense either.
Not at all.
How does any of it work? Do they have working plumbing? Do they have water and stuff in there? Utilities, power and everything? Where's all that shit coming from? You got a mayor? Probably not.
Probably not.
They definitely don't have a mayor.
I didn't see a single gas station.
Yeah.
Got a town drunk, so you know they're going places. Oh man. Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one, other than just being secluded out and anywhere to make the movie. But my guess is they were trying to be the founders of the town. It was kind of like an old west, modern times though, because you could tell there's a little bit of Western flair to it.
Western flair.
That scene of them riding the horses.
It's just weird though, because like a couple of them moved out there to start that. What attracted the rest of the people? Were they just driving down and their car broke down and they're like, well, I guess I fucking live here now.
Yeah, I guess I got to pay taxes.
Fuck it.
Internet's for shit, but that hadn't been invented yet. It's 1990. Which I was trying to see the kill count. Kill count in this is, what are we guessing?
I'm going 6.
6?
Less than that, 3? Is it higher?
More than 6? Hang on. It
More
was
than
1,
6.
2,
4,
3,
5,
4,
6. I got 6.
5?
No, the doctor and his wife, the 2
They
road
got-
workers.
There's
Oh, yeah,
one
the
more road
construction
worker.
workers.
Edgar, if you count Edgar,
Edgar,
dehydrated.
and the farmer is 7.
Old Fred,
Yeah.
the 2 construction workers, Carmine and Howard, Dr. Jim,
His wife.
His wife.
his wife,
And then
Walter Chang,
Nestor and Chang.
Nestor.
So that's
7.
a
That's 8?
cartel worker, Nev the Cantel worker,
No,
seen
What?
dead. So I guess they show a helmet and they show like I guess a radio or something like that. And the
yeah.
helmet has blood and guts inside of it. So I
I
guess
thought that
he
was one of the
Yeah,
road
it was one of the
workers.
No,
the
that
road
was someone
workers,
that
I
came and
thought.
checked. They're like, somebody will come check on us. That was the person
Yeah.
that came and
I
checked.
never picked
Got
up
it.
on that. I thought it was
Yeah.
just like nobody showed up or something. I was just wondering like what the hell is
sucked
that?
underground an hour and 15 minutes in. Yeah, so 10
The hell
according to
got
this.
8.
So,
10?
Yeah,
So 9.
10 according to
10.
this.
10.
Yeah.
10 if you count the guy who died on the electrical thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Which Edgar, that's who that is. He's played by Sunshine Parker, that we remember as Emmett from Roadhouse.
That's amazing.
There you go.
It's coming full circle, boys.
Yeah, good lord.
Check
We
that
got
episode out.
got
Feature presentation.
we got reoccurring Sunshine. We got reoccurring pogo sticks.
Yeah. That pogo stick was also seen in
This is the exact same
Leprechaun.
pogo stick.
Yeah.
It's
We
like
got
one,
it on
M. Night
discount.
Shyamalan of podcasts.
it's a SAG after a pogo stick. It's
It's all
union,
in
baby.
this. It's all in the same universe.
Mhm.
Oh man. All right. I was waiting for Heather to get mad at Earl for losing her favorite rifle because he never got it off that horse
yeah.
after they
He
killed it.
sure did. They lost both
threw
them
it.
guns.
Damn.
No, his
Well, no.
was on the horse.
Yeah, his
He
got
just left it
8.
there.
Not
He was
not the
stuck to
little
the
pea
horse.
shooter that Val had, but Earl. You know they did Rochambeau for
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
the better gun, and Val won, and then Heather was like, "Earl, you can't go on with that. Here, take this. You know what? Instead, take whatever gun
Take
this is.
my
This is
gun."
my favorite."
Yeah. Well,
And,
Never
he
came.
ain't
even
gonna
get-
see that one again.
He didn't even get a shot off with it, did he?
No,
Nope.
man, it just stayed stuck on that horse.
Horse got it. That was a pretty gruesome scene, by the way. That
Ooh,
shit was kind of
11
brutal.
kills.
The
Yeah.
horse,
Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't
let-
count the
Yeah,
horse.
you count the horse.
yeah.
but they was.
I'm
they
sure
went into
Peter
some
was up in
detail.
arms on that one.
Or all the
Right.
sheep that got eaten.
The old sheep they
Oh,
ate.
sheep.
On the damn
Yeah,
sheep,
a bunch of sheep.
Old Fred's head, like just
Mhm.
Yeah,
poking
that
out.
was pretty cool. That was a cool one.
Yeah.
Planted in his
Yes.
garden.
So I guess this would be an award thing, but like let's talk about the best death. Which one's the best?
Yeah, right?
That's got to be. I don't remember what our awards are, but I'm sure that's one of them.
Maybe
Well, we can
don't
make
have
it.
it, but we can make it the Tremor Award.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
Yeah.
few more question everythings. Did Walter charge Rhonda for the pants? He's probably going to, but then he died
Mhm.
in the event I call the assassination of Walter Chang.
Dude, I love that scene where she's all wrapped up in barbed wire. He's like, take your pants off.
Right?
That'll make this way easier.
We got to make sure
Get
this
the
movie
barbed
sells.
wire.
Yeah.
In case the movie sucks,
I
we at least got
understand
you running around in panties.
it was the 90s, but did anybody see how hairy her legs were?
Oh man.
I didn't notice.
Nah.
Dude,
Uh,
go back
They
and
were
watch it
they were real
again.
bloody.
Watch it again.
When they were
Right.
fixing the thing,
Yes.
dude, with like HD, this is the same with
It's
porn.
ruined.
Well, more with porn than it
Go
is with.
watch it.
But you know, when they made these movies, there was a certain standard of like, oh, we don't have to deal with that. They'll never see it.
Right.
But then as they go back and remaster these things in the HD, because Val at the end of the movie, or throughout the most of the movie, he's got a nose hair just hanging out. Trying to grab that bad boy.
Couldn't see it on back then in the 90s on a big ass screen.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna notice this.
And then I got leave it to Walter to go cheap on building his store. How fucked up was that roof they stood on?
Yeah.
Wavy. Like,
wow.
Did a tremor dig through your roof?
Yeah, I hadn't noticed this, PJ. I went back and looked at it just now, and you're right. My God. Very heavy.
It's
lots
disturbing.
You know,
I think I didn't really get a good shot of him because I was still laughing at Walter giving the anaconda look with the cigarette.
I guess that's all right. That's a question. Everything. I guess I might have missed something, but when Walter does get eaten, you know, he's sitting there and he's pulling the Coke cans away from the cooler so he can pull it out. But then before he even gets bit by the snake, he's got blood just straight up pouring out of his nose. Where did that come from?
Getting squished, man.
He was sitting there and then it just okay, but he hadn't gotten squished yet. He just busted through the floor and then he was immediately bleeding out of his nose.
It's the Nevada climate, man. It's just
allergies.
Yeah. Pretty dry up there.
Fucking air.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'm having a nosebleed. Oh shit! Now I'm getting ate by a graboid.
Yeah. Needs to get some Nasopro.
Get the tampons, aisle 6.
Got a bleeder.
Yeah, Chang.
Man.
There's definitely some moments. Like, yes, this is an awesome movie, but there's definitely some moments in this movie where I'm like, man, this could have gone so silly. Bad. Yeah, right? It's silly. It could have gone either way.
If you watch
glad they executed it well.
If you watch Walter's death scene where he's just being ragdolled around the thing, he gets fucking slammed into that Pepsi machine. That might be where his nose got jacked up. Go back and watch it again, dude.
Yes.
Well, at one point, it's clearly like a fake Walter, and they went all out on making this dude.
The practical effects, man, they're the best. Yeah. Movies with practical effects are always cooler.
Why did they give Walter the worst death scene, man?
He probably volunteered.
He didn't deserve that.
No, but it was Melvin's the coolest one.
Melvin's dad should have been the one dying.
We had to see somebody actually get chewed up by these things.
You don't really ate up.
People get grabbed and stuff, but if everybody just gets sucked into the ground, that'd be kind of sucky. All right, my last question to everything is: I figured more town folks would have died.
Yeah, I would have figured that too.
Like, I was pretty shocked. It kept kind of foreshadowing a little bit on, what's his name, Earl to potentially die with all the little fake scares. But that didn't happen. So
even Miguel made it, right?
Yeah, Miguel, the Hispanic dude. I was shocked.
When I was a kid, I felt like more people had died. That's how I remember this movie, is that there was a lot more than just 10 deaths in the movie.
Miguel literally contributed 0 to the
0%. He was the worst guy.
And 3 of the deaths took place off screen, or we didn't see him.
Seriously, Miguel, all he did to help out the community in this movie was suggesting to fire up the lawnmower.
Yeah, and he to his credit, he did do it. He did climb down and actually do it. So.
My fault, Miguel. Man.
That would have been a good point of the movie for him to get grabbed up there when he's
hanging off the edge.
At
least lose an arm or something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, not necessarily. Sacrifice. They didn't even do a cheap scare, did they? It was just he just got down there and fired it up and be like, "Oh, Miguel can get this rabbit started." Oh well.
I feel like the scariest moments were the Doc and his wife scene, and then kind of the rest of the movie. So it's jump scares and they still haven't shown you they didn't show you the monster yet at that point. But once they show you the monster, it kind of doesn't go into the thrills. It just goes into we got to get away from this monster. The whole movie, the rest of it.
Well, it's just like Jaws, the movie Jaws.
Yeah,
like
pretty
once
much,
you actually have the puppet, and it probably worked better than the Jaws puppet. But like that shark, it's amazing they did what they did with that one. But it's not. It definitely once you see the monster, you lose the scare. And man, there's like some parts of it where, the full monster would just plop out. Little turd out the ground and just lay there, because once they plop their heads out, they can't do anything except go back in the ground. All right, that's the end of my question. Everything. If y'all got any last ones before we move on, all good.
All right, here's something. If you could add one thing to this movie to make it better, what would it be? You can just do one thing either differently or just add a thing into it. What do you think? You got anything?
I think I would add more people getting
just more
grabbed
deaths.
up. Yeah,
amp that population from 14 to 34,
and then finish at 14.
Yeah. Finish at 14. Have like a kind of a town meeting type deal. Like everybody calm down. Like gather the whole town in. They were like, we're investigating this, and then right in the middle of the town meeting, Grabbo just pops out in the middle of the fucking town hall and just starts
slinging people around.
Take out like 10 people right there.
Yeah, like just slinging them around with the tentacles.
I like it.
Get like at least 2 graboids, maybe a third.
And then
more
people
bodies are being thrown around.
People rushing out of the town hall, and then another graboid comes out.
That'd be kind of cool. I mean, I liked it just the way it was. I thought it was a fantastic movie.
That's a perfect movie.
But if I had to change anything, it would be Melvin getting smoked when he had the fake gun.
If he'd have died at that part, man, that would have been fantastic.
It would have been awesome.
Or at least just lose like an arm or some kind of lose a leg or something to humble his ass.
And Bert, being the way he is, would never have admitted to be like, oh, he wouldn't have gone if I didn't give him an unloaded gun.
Yeah.
He just wasn't using the gun right.
And also, like,
if you gave him a gun,
this would like prevent all future things, but have Bert not willing to leave his little castle, and he just kind of goes down in a blaze of glory, killing one more of those things or something.
That would have been pretty awesome.
That'd be typical Bert.
But like a minigun or something, like Schwarzenegger's Terminator.
Be nice.
I'm just now thinking about this. I know that Melvin was a stupid asshole and everything, but he was holding a revolver. How did he not know there were no bullets in the fucking thing?
He's a kid, man. He's a kid.
He was happy to get that steel, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole town is dumb. Like,
everybody's an idiot.
One thing I did write down, and I wasn't going to bring it up just to save time, but when Val said smorgasbord, did anybody know what he was talking about? Did he even know what he was talking about?
I feel like that word was a lot more popular in the 90s.
Definitely.
That was everywhere back then.
I don't know if I got it from here and I just said it a lot as a kid, or if I was saying it as a kid before then, but we just said smorgasbord a lot. I'm going to try to get it in 2 more times before the thing's over.
All right.
But, let's get on into some awards, huh?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, let's start off with the Simon Phoenix Award, Best One-Liner.
Oh, God. There's so many of them.
This whole damn movie, just
this whole damn
movie.
I really love. I got 2. I really love when they kill the first one. Kevin Bacon says, "No, he ain't knocked out. He's dead." Fuck you! I just really like the way he says that.
Yeah,
I like that one a lot.
And
I also liked Earl on top of the rock when they're trapped on the rock. He says, "That means we're stuck." That pisses me off. I don't know why I find that really funny. That's also a very funny line.
Those are some classic ones. I think I wrote down. Obviously, I wrote down the one at the very end. Can you fly, sucker?
Yeah,
it busts out of the cliff.
That's gold.
PJ said this one earlier. You broke into the wrong damn rec room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Is Bert? You think after eating all them sheep, they'd have to take a dump someplace?
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I remember that one.
Or underground GD monsters. Okay, underground goddamn monsters. That's what that says.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. I'm a victim of circumstance. I thought you called it your pecker.
Yeah, pretty good. Hey, gotcha. Starting off the movie right.
Yeah, I like that one pretty good. Like the whole beginning banter at the start of the movie. Like when they're arguing over breakfast. The hell you did, bologna and beans. It's your turn.
Bologna and beans.
Anyway, yeah, those are some good ones. PJ, you got one?
I think y'all took them all, man.
We took them all? Yeah, probably did.
Those were the ones.
So, I like the one about, was about flying and stuff. Do they ever fly in the sequels? Did they create a whole sequel because of this?
Doesn't one of them fly in like the third one? Don't they get wings or something like that? I know
remember. They walk. Like they kind of turn into
walk.
these little
things.
That was in the next one.
Yeah,
the second one they walk.
But
I think eventually they start to fly, which is, probably too much, probably too far. But I think so.
No, when they go back in time,
I know they start like flipping their eyes. They go from this to this, and they can see like infrared or something like that. Yeah.
Tremors 3, they call him an ass blaster, and it looks like a wasp.
The shit they name these things.
Can you see it? Probably not.
Yeah,
ass blaster. There it is.
Nice. I guess they can fly.
Why not? They look like a wasp with legs. It's creepy, but I bet it wasn't very good. I never saw the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like they made an entire sequel based on that line.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wonder, did they still come out of the ground in that one too? Like, so are there ones under the ground, on the ground, and in the sky, and you're just fucked, and that's the end of it, and like there's nowhere to go?
I feel like in the second one, like you had the original Graboid Tremor, and then the one where they're on their feet were like they're babies.
Yeah. Okay. That might be it. It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only watched that one like twice, but
stay tuned for the next episode. Yeah,
we're gonna have to revisit that one.
Right. Anyway, my vote's for "Can You Fly Now" or whatever the shit he says.
Can you fly, sucker?
Can you fly, sucker? I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. All right, let's just go with it then. All right. The McCaffrey special, best attempt to get laid, doesn't really fit in this movie.
Oh, dude, yes it does.
When
he's in the restaurant smoking the cig and she's getting her leg all patched up.
Yeah, okay, yeah. What I was gonna write down was like, my vote was the Graboid sucking Rhonda's pants off with barbed wire. So the Graboid was trying to get her.
Good. I was gonna say, like we kind of already talked about it earlier, but I mean, give them another 10 minutes in that rec room and the Gummers were going to get it. They were going to knock.
Yeah. So that's a good one. And then Earl giving Rhonda the anaconda look as he smokes a cigarette watching Val fix her leg wounds, her hairy legs. Like that face he makes.
Yeah.
So we do got some good nominations.
Some attempts.
Yeah. I'm voting on the Graboid.
I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna. Yeah, not arguing.
There weren't
with that
any
one.
overt, and that's something I appreciated about this movie is that there wasn't any like overt. Now they gotta fuck. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have to have that.
It wasn't
the
like
end of the movie with the kiss and then roll credits. Sure,
Yeah,
I get it.
sure.
Hollywood still, but that didn't have to happen 45 minutes into it or anything.
Yeah, there was no like straight up just 80s horn dog, high hormone crap. So anyway, I'm voting on the Graboid. He sucks some panties off. That's pretty amazing. But y'all feel free to vote.
I agree with
Let's
that.
go with that one.
Is the only person who got somebody's pants off in the movie.
Right.
Yeah, right.
All right. Number 3, the Grandpa War, best last minute rescue. I couldn't really pick one out on this one.
That was the end of the movie. I mean, when Kevin Bacon tricks him into diving through the cliff. That's a grandpa section of that.
Yeah, but he was there the whole time. He didn't just like show up.
I mean, yeah, he didn't like.
Nobody showed up
come
out
from
of
the sky.
On this one.
But Miguel's lawnmower doesn't count, right?
No.
yeah.
I
This
guess
scenario doesn't really play.
Don't fit.
Yeah, this don't fit. So
we can't give it to the cliff.
Yeah, the cliff was there at the beginning of the movie. We saw it
there the whole time.
The whole damn time.
All right, let's see. Number 4, the Dove Award, Best Stunt.
Ooh.
I vote Rhonda when she crashes through the window. She's like on top of the shells, and all the shells are coming off, falling over, toppling.
Yeah,
and she goes crashing through that window. That was a pretty cool stunt. I feel like the actress did it herself. They didn't have a stunt double for it.
I'm trying to think of any other like major.
I mean, they're gonna have to give it to
Kevin Bacon running after the cat.
Yeah, that one where the little girl pogo sticking.
Everybody jumping off of the roofs into the back of that trailer truck.
That's some good stuff.
It's not much of a stunt, but it is
pole
one
vaulting,
technically.
Rock to rock.
There you go.
Rock to rock,
that's
pole
a good
vaulting.
one.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
which would be a lot harder than they made it look.
I'll tell you
those convenient rods that were there, though.
Yeah,
right. Where the hell did those come from?
We just leave them on the rocks. Ancient Indians left them there.
They're desert rods. You never heard of those?
I'll tell you who's not getting it is Kevin Bacon for that leap at the end of the movie when he got out of the the way of the graboid.
Oh, you guys play like chicken with it. Like I gotta stand here.
I forgot that's how that happened, and for a second I was thinking he was going to jump on it. I thought he was like just going to jump up and like grab onto the back of the thing and ride it because I forgot what happened.
Ride it like Dune.
Dr. Strangelove. Dr. Strangelove. He rode it down.
They got to make Bert do that in one of these movies if they keep going, if he hasn't already. So anyway, yeah, I'm either down for the pole vaulting from rocks or the window crash.
I think the pole vaulting is, I don't know, probably the best.
There you go.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Fred, and Earl doesn't get it right away on the first one.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Wrangler jeans were a little too tight for that. All right, the Fava Beans Award, the most weird or shocking moment.
The clear things inside of the blown up graboid. That was weird and gross to me.
Yeah, that was a what the fuck.
Yeah, it was like just the insides of them all together were weird and gross. You just feel like you can smell them even though you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I liked. Earl was like, "Did they smell like that dead or alive?"
I smell worse. I smell worse alive.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. So the weird bubbly pus blood. Maybe that one was sick. Had an STD. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
we don't know their biology. You know.
Yeah, you don't know.
All right. JP Nose Job Award, Best Practical Effect or Costume.
It's just the graboids themselves. Just the graboids themselves. They're awesome.
I'm going to give it to the Walter Chang dummy that's getting slaughtered.
The dummy.
The Walter Chang assassination.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with that one.
Was that his audition for the thing?
That's why they picked him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Victor Wong, just act like you're getting squished by a monster.
He's already got the face like he's being squished by something. One of the eyes doesn't work all the way. He just looks like that.
His left eye hasn't opened since Conan the Barbarian.
He definitely had a gambling debt in Las Vegas and ended up in perfection.
100%.
Definitely.
If anybody in that town is on the run, it's him.
Yeah.
For sure.
Walter.
Yeah, swindling people out of graboid tentacles.
Right.
Charging people to take pictures with it.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't trust that dude for nothing.
And the award we created last episode, Jennifer Aniston Award, an actor too good for this movie. Where did you come from? What are you doing here? Reba McEntire.
Reba McEntire.
Yeah, of course.
I'm tempted to say Kevin Bacon, but he'll do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Reba McEntire.
Reba.
I mean,
Where'd you come from?
Tremors probably saved his career at that point.
How did Reba end up in this movie?
There's no telling.
It was the height, man.
No, man, it's kind of crazy if you think even back in 1990, it was not like a big movie poll slam dunk winner where come get on this, you're going to get an Oscar, you're going to get whatever. No, it's just like how they taught Reba into cutting her acting teeth, because I don't think
it's her first movie. She was never in anything else before.
I was about to say, did she do any more after that?
Oh, she had her show shortly after that.
Show, yeah.
Yeah, she had a TV series that lasted
I've seen more
a few
episodes of Reba than I've heard her music.
Oh,
yeah.
I meant like movies like this.
I can't name a movie, but I'm sure that she was in
she was at a Hallmark or something like that.
I got a website.
Some Christmas movie.
Yeah.
She's done 56 things. 13 episodes of Big Sky. Last year she did a movie called The Hammer.
Nope.
Starring Kevin Bacon.
Might be my next pick.
Yeah. She's got a few things. Nothing that's like super mega. Let's see what they say she's known for. Being a country singer, okay.
Yeah. She's known for being Reba fucking McEntire.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you figured IMDb.
Ever heard of her? Shit.
She's known for doing her performance in the Star Spangled Banner at the 1974 National Finals Rodeo in Oklahoma City. All right, girl.
That's not what I know her for.
Right. You know her for the spank bank.
No, I know her for the way that the fancy music video made me feel as a kid.
All right, and the new award that we'll add for this movie. So,
I don't know what to call it, but are we going to go with the best death? Surprising that we haven't already had a best death.
I'm surprised we haven't either. So, best death, but
what do we call it?
I don't know if we should call it the Walter Chang Award.
Yeah, the Walter Chang Memorial.
Yeah,
Walter
Chang Memorial.
What's the name of his shop? Was it Chang's?
Yeah, I think it was just. I just know it has the coldest beer in town.
Coldest beer in town. Yep.
The Walter Chang.
There's no other place to get beer.
The Walter Chang Peace Out Award.
Yeah, I like the Walter Chang Memorial Award.
Yeah, there you go.
Memorandum.
Type it in.
Walter
Memorial.
Chang.
Yeah.
Save it.
Put in the thing. And the award for this movie goes to Walter Chang.
Walter Chang is death. It was the best one in the movie.
Right.
He getting whacked around the room. It was awesome.
A grifter down to his last singing. That would have been funny if he was like getting thrown around and he was like, "Hey, Rhonda, that's gonna be $34.95 for those pants. Just put them in the register for me."
Wow.
If he had farted, if he had farted in the mid-death, that would have been great.
Yeah.
Just put them in the register for me.
That's if ever there was a good time for a fart sound, it was earlier in the movie. They're trapped on the rock and it's nighttime, and they're like, "I got to take care of some business." And then you hear them all go, "Yeah, me too." They unzip and start peeing. This is how you do that. Somebody unzips, you hear a stream. Another unzip, a bigger stream. Third unzip, and then just big old shit. That would have made this movie 1,000 times better.
Rhonda put a hot steamer on the rock.
Yeah, it's dropping a fucking snake.
Damn, Rhonda. What did you eat?
They're all trapped up there with it for the rest of the night too.
And you know they laid out.
Start using the pole vault and trying to like scrape it off into the
shake it away.
Flies hovering around them. Oh shit!
Oh gosh! And Val and Earl laid down some nasty shits, eating bologna and beans for breakfast.
Bologna and beans for breakfast.
Oh,
and then Kevin doesn't have a shirt because he let her use it to wipe. He's like shirtless. They don't even explain it.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me let you use your shirt.
Why is he wearing a crop top?
That's how we improve on Tremors. Is at a poop scene.
More deaths. Sex scene with Reba and Bert.
Poopy jokes.
Poop on the rocks.
Little poop on the rocks.
We would have got a perfect score then.
All right, before we get in, speaking of scores, before we get into rating this thing, this is a segment called "Oh yeah, one last thing." If anybody has anything they forgot to mention earlier, I did. I really loved the facial expressions on the actors in this movie. Rhonda, Val, Earl, Bert, they all just even Nasty Nestor made some faces in this movie.
And that's part of what I appreciate about this movie so much is you could tell everybody was into it. Like nobody was phoning. There was no Chevy Chase in this fucking movie. You know what I mean? Everybody was giving it what they had, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, and I mean, they had to have a blast on this movie. It had been a great time. We got to look up the documentary later, and it was terrible. Everybody hated each other. No,
yeah. Worst ever.
Reba was the biggest bitch.
I want to know. I want to know Kevin Bacon's 40 time, man, because he was booking it. Like,
was he though? Because I was going to bring up how slow him and
you thought he was slow.
Him and Earl must have been when Rhonda caught up to him like it was nothing.
Rhonda did hawk them down there at the end.
Yeah,
I just remember seeing one scene and Kevin's booking it. Who would win in a race, Kevin Bacon or Tom Cruise? Like
Kevin Bacon.
Tom Cruise would win in that race every day.
Kevin Bacon has longer legs.
Well, I don't know how far are they running.
I don't know. What's the Mission
40.
Impossible?
Yeah,
40 yards. Do a 40-yard dash. Yeah,
I think Tom Cruise takes it.
Tom Cruise might overtake him in a 40, but
Tom Cruise probably runs a 4.5.
No,
Tom Cruise 4.5?
Yeah,
hell no.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon, I'll give 4.7.
So is Kevin Bacon wearing cowboy boots or what?
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Well, Tom's got to wear his platforms and Kevin's got to wear the cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it ain't happening.
Or it's not even.
We're racing on natural grass, no turf.
No turf. MetLife situations here.
And also, though, my oh yeah moment was they couldn't come up with a better, like, I guess, hick sounding name than Tammy Lynn Baxter. I feel like you could do better than Tammy Lynn Baxter. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
They should have thrown in like a little nudge to Reba. Oh, you remember that girl? What was her name? Rebecca. You mean Reba?
Tim Lynn Baxter. God rest her
Reba
soul.
is the love of my life. It has a picture of her hanging down in the sun.
That would have been hilarious. Gosh.
But other than that, yeah, man. All right, we rating these bad boys?
Yeah, let's rate them. How many?
What are we gonna?
How many snake monsters you giving this one?
Snake graboid monsters. We rating it.
Yeah. What do we want to call? I say snake graboid, but if you want to call them photo booth Polaroids. How many snake Polaroids?
How many sweet potato monsters are we?
I'll go first. Yeah, how many sweet potato monsters? I'll go first. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Whatever we're rating it, solid 4.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
I feel like I would not be being true to who I am as a person if I gave it anything less than a 5 out of 5. Let's say 5 out of 5, baby.
I don't know. For some reason, when we started this podcast, I thought Evan was going to be the more critical person. Evan's giving out 5s like they're nothing. I love it, though. I love it.
It's important to me.
It's important to me. Everybody needs to see this movie.
Sweet potato monsters.
I did give this 3.5 sweet potato monsters, but I'm rounding it up. I'm rounding it up to a solid 4 out of 5 sweet potato monsters.
Would you?
I gave it I was gonna give it a 3 3/4 stars, but I'm actually gonna give it a 4. I'm rounding up to 4.
I'm in a given mood.
Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to think up these up beforehand, so we don't have to settle.
So we don't find ourselves in a in a section like that.
Start rating sweet potato monsters instead of something good. But I want to give it 5 sweet potato monsters.
There it is.
There you go,
man.
What would you, since he's your brother, what would you think Panty Sniffer Mark would give this one?
I think because he picked a shitty one, probably 2, just kind of justify
he wouldn't do that. He loves this movie.
Spite us.
He loves this movie, but he probably wouldn't give it a 5. He'd probably give it a 4.
4.
I would think he'd probably go 4. The 4 of us averaged 4.5. If Mark threw in a 4, it would be 4.4. So 4.5. That's where we're at. That's our rating of Tremors.
That's a fair score. I
100%.
I enjoyed this movie.
Tremors. Go see it if you haven't already done so.
Highest rated movie on feature presentations so far.
Yeah.
That's been published.
Speaking of
we can't talk about the other 2.
Yeah. Speaking of watching movies though, let's what are we gonna watch next time, guys?
All right, it's back to me. Let me just sit you down and tell you a story about a fearless, globe-trotting, terrorist battling secret agent who has his life turned upside down when he discovers his wife might be having an affair with a used car salesman, while terrorists are trying to smuggle nuclear warheads into the United States.
Oh,
yes, this is going to be our first James Cameron movie. This is going to be our first Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Love it.
With a lovely, lovely, lovely Jamie Lee Curtis. Hey, we're going True Lies.
Why not?
True Lies, gentlemen.
Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh,
I can't wait.
It is starting to feel like a pleasure.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
This is going to be a good one. So tune in next week. We're going to getting back to our roots.
I'm surprised it's taken us this long to get to Arnold.
No, that's what I was thinking. I was originally going to do the 2015 Sicario, but I was like, man, that's really heavy. Yeah, I was going to do Sicario. I was like, you know what? Let's go back. Brought us into Demolition Man. Let's go back and let's get some big dumb action back in here.
See some stuff explode.
Yeah. Take a break from some horror monsters. Get back into some big dumb action.
I'm with it.
It's getting hot outside. We need it.
Yeah, it's like when I think of summer blockbuster, this is like the first movie that pops in my head.
Hell
Always.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you lie to me.
Not a Marvel movie, not like this and probably Twisters maybe.
What's the tagline for
True Lies?
True Lies.
When he said I do, he never said what he did.
Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Oh gosh.
So
that's awesome.
Cool.
Homework, gentlemen, if you want to call it homework. This is like extra credit right here.
Yeah. Bonus round.
Dude. That was a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we done? We done recording? Because I'm about to shit on myself, so I gotta go.
Okay, now we're done.
The grab boys.
Cool.
Grab boys about to take me from the inside.
Lord have mercy.